Well, good morning from Hong Kong. I have a working drip system. Yesterday we kind of got it going, checking for leaks, and I've washed out the nutrient tank several times, rinsed it out, and that. But yesterday we had it running, so I figured why not put some plants in it. Mainly up on the top two right now, just because I'm not 100% sure everything was fully cured for like the polyester urethane paint and everything like that. And there is some of that aquarium silicone caulk that where the wires go through. They didn't have a full, I usually let things go about 48 hours before I'll kind of test things, like even if in a fish tank, before you put water in it. But I was a little eager and just been over 24 hours and stuff on some of that stuff. So we'll see how it goes. So we put this in. We put this up, and it's mainly basil. We've started a lot of the basil by seeds, and also we just got clippings. Got clippings from this basil plant that we actually purchased that quite some time ago. So, but we've got these in, and we put these in yesterday late afternoon, and so we let the system run. It was pretty windy yesterday, and it kind of blew these over. They're starting to get their independent legs going here, but the stems are getting stronger to handle being outside. May is we had some tomato plants, but she just kind of put those in there just to grab some nutrients. You know, why not? And then her papaya that she's growing. But anyway, we've got a good flow of water, just a good steady flow of water on all of them. These down here, this is choy sum, a very popular Chinese vegetable. And as you can see, it is working good. Tomatoes are doing good, but now the system, I've got it powered. I don't have the switches installed. I've just got to put that in the plate. That's not that much of a major thing. I can do that down there. But in here, I've got the bilge pump is going. Air pump is pumping 3 liters of air per minute in it. Just over 12 U.S. gallons. I would say probably about 14 U.S. gallons is in there, because I've left some room for any rocking and any movement. And because what I've done is I don't know if you can see it, but just under where this cover is, just under on the cover, probably 3 or 4 mil, I have put in that 90-degree elbow that has the hose connector, and then the hose connector kind of comes down here, and I've just got it attached. So it's just a quick connect. But anyway, it's I can connect a hose to it here, or water will just come out. So if it rains, and rain comes in all of these, and there are a lot of them, there's 42, this will fill up with water. So instead of this busting at the seam and keep filling out, what'll happen is everything will come out here. This is my overflow. So, I mean, that is only going to happen on rare occasions, because like if a typhoon comes where we get hard rains, this will all be taken off, and the whole system will be drained and will be off. So that's in, and there's nutrients in it, and they're growing. Now what I've got is some butterhead lettuce that we started from seed, and then those will probably go in on the bottom on this side. These 7 will be butterhead lettuce. See how that grows. And we've got got 4 more spaces over here to start putting stuff. But right now I'm just trying to, basil is just hardy. It just wants to grow. You give it a little bit of water and some sunshine, and it just grows. And that's what what we're doing, just kind of, I guess, we're tempering the system, if you will. But yeah, here's a basil that started from just a clipping. That one's from seed. These are from seed. These are all from seed. That's seed too. That's a clipping. So, well, we'll see how they come. And everybody else around the marina is going, oh, basil, yeah. So everybody's kind of excited about that. Then after the system's tempered, I can just give it away. And then we'll start doing some other stuff. So, but it's looking really good. I'm really happy with it. The one thing that I'm not happy with is the thing that I need to change. But I learned from falling on my face again. Now we have the hoses, because if you see, you have the three hoses. 3 hoses come up, and they feed independently each line. But using this hose for these little 90-degree irrigation things, well, they do drip. Well, they were yesterday. So far, I'm really not seeing anything. Maybe it just needed, again, temper the system. Get it, or, you know. I don't know what word to use, but anyway. Initiate, whatever. But I want to go and cut here, and what I'd like to do is get a straight hard pipe, a hard line. The hard line, just have the hose connection here, and then actually drill into the hard line and epoxy these in. And so I know that when the hose line comes up, there's never going to be a leak here. I'll never lose nutrient solution. I'd probably even epoxy around this. And that, because it is, like, get over here. You can see down here that I've had to make my own little nut cup. I've just taken a soldering iron and just made a little hole. And I've made extra holes in the bottom of it. They're not the deepest, but this is what I found that will fit into this hole. And so then when we put this back down and get it back in, then there we go. And they're in pretty snug. They're in pretty snug. So I could turn on the water pressure up on this one just a little bit, but I don't want to drown them. You know, I just want to keep the nutrients in the water and keep the roots cool. But let's see if we can come over here. Probably do it on the top one here. You know, that rubbish in the water. Very frustrating. And I don't want to drop this. But, so if you look down there, I don't know if you can see that. But, got a nice little flow. I mean, I don't think it's too hard, too much water. It's just a nice flow of water. And as you can see with that flow of water, when we go out to sea, again, this is a coastal cruiser, so I mean, we're not going like 20 miles offshore and we're going to have, you know, 2-meter swells and stuff like that. We're just going to be around the coast and going around to the bays. But with that flow of water, even when the boat will roll port to starboard, you know, even with the longest, say a roll, say one of these speedboats like here, these V-hulls, go cruising by at a high speed, you've got a big wake. Say you get a good roll with that, but the water should not come over more than 1/8 of an inch with the amount of water that, you know, I've got coming in here. And so if you know, again, count to 6, it'd fill up, and by the time you're going to be rolling back, it's going to go and hit the center. So I'm not going to have all this water just, you know, blast out the net cups at the end. So I think it's designed, you know, well enough for the boat. The only modification, again, is taking from the hose pipe, because it's flexible there, to a hard line. And then what's nice about that is I can even polyester urethane over the top of all this black, so it's all white. So that black is just going to pull in the sun's heat. It's just going to, you know, absorb it. So if I had that white, then that would reflect some of that heat that the sun puts off. So alright, so we're testing the system. It is running, it's pumping. Over here, I didn't open up, see I've got access to my, the pipe's in the way though, but air stone's working good. It's pumping lots of air. Oh, it's actually colder in there than it is out here. I like it. So, oops. If I can get it to go in. Oops. See, I'm not left-handed. I'm right-handed. Okay, here we go. Here comes the sun. Now we're making some power. Plants getting some sunshine, getting some water. They're doing good. This batch of tomato plants are doing really well. Again, these are all just suckers. These are suckers that I picked off. This is one of the first ones we picked off, and it is doing fantastic. Tomorrow, or no, actually today's Tuesday. Today's Tuesday. I change all the nutrient solution in both of these today. So these were those ones we started in pots. Maize experiment. It's trying to come back to life. It's, this is coming, but I'm gonna take that out today, or May will take that out, and then I'll put in another plant. This one seems to be doing good. We're getting lots of buds. We got a lot of buds coming in there. That's looking really beautiful. This one, it was kind of sickly when I put it in. We got that shock, but the top is starting to take off. I wonder if I could cut it down here, throw it in some water, let it root down there, and let it start back up again. Remember, this is Hong Kong, so I've got a year-round growing season, so it's I'm gonna have tomatoes all the time. It gets down to maybe 4 degrees C on the coldest of coldest nights. But anyway, what we have here is I have 2 working tomato hydroponic systems, and I've got my drip rail system, all designed for the boat. All designed for the boat, and it's working great right now. So I'm really happy. I just wanted to show that. It's been a long road. I mean, I've spent a lot of time and put a lot of love into all of this. And it looks cool. It looks really cool. Now, the only other thing is, because now I've got to go take care of, do some wood work, get bathrooms and engines, but the last hydroponic system, now that I've built these, and I know I know how not to fall on my face, but what I want to do is I'd like to get a 4-inch or a 6-inch tube and get one of those aeroponics and make a strawberry tower just for strawberries. But that aeroponics, it'll just drip down. Put one over here and one over here. Get one over on this side. So again, it'll match and it'll be balanced. It's a boat. You got to have it. So basically, the top deck, I mean, you come up. This is my rooftop garden, and it does not consume any of my entertaining space. None whatsoever. Everything is on the outside, and once this basil comes up, it's going to smell great. It's going to smell absolutely wonderful. But my living space has not been consumed whatsoever. And I can do whatever I want. So now we've got PU paint all of this, and finish down below. I have to PU paint up there. But now I can get onto that, because we've got strawberry runners, can start planning for the towers there, but I can start doing my other stuff. Now, while I do the other construction, they grow and start making me food. So I'm trying to make this boat to be a zero waste, and hopefully that'll happen. It's not going to be totally self-sustainable, but sure is going to be fun with whatever I can get out of it. All right, guys, be good, be safe, and always be well. Bye-bye.